everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Tina. I'm a former classroom teacher and former media specialist, and now I have my own teacher supply store here in Newport Richey, Florida, where we sell books and classroom supplies, and we're just generally here to support teachers who are teaching through literature especially. So the books I want to talk to you about today are back to school books. One way that I use literature in my classroom and library was to introduce students to either to school rules, if they're new to school, like in kindergarten or preschool, or to remind them of school rules, or just to sort of comfort them if they're new to a school. So a lot of kids are starting school new. They may be from a different city, a different state, a different country maybe they're speaking a different language. There are so many children's books out there that can address any discomfort or concerns that kids might be having during back to school time, and so I want to share a few of those with you today. So in my store I have this book called First Day Jitters, and this book is written by Julie Danneberg and illustrated by Judy Love. As you can see, it's a nice bright colorful book. I'm just going to read you a couple of pages from it to give you an idea of what it's about. "Sarah dear, time to get out of bed," Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. "You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you?" "I'm not going," said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. "Of course you're going, honey," said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. "No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school," Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. Have you ever felt like this trying to get your child to go to school, or trying to get your student out from underneath the desk or into the classroom during the first week of school? So this is one of those books that has children thinking about how they're feeling about school and gives them some ideas about how better to handle going to school. And it's a good idea to use this as a discussion starter with your students, and to really stop and pause and talk about things while you're reading. What do you think about how this girl is acting? Would you just hide under the covers if you were trying to do something new, or would you be excited about something new? Anyway, so this is just one idea, First Day Jitters. Another couple of books I have here in the bookstore are Natasha Wing's The Night Before Preschool and Natasha Wing's The Night Before Kindergarten. So these, like I was going to say, or like I said before, they are to introduce students who haven't gone to school before into the idea of going to school. A lot of kids are really excited about starting school if they have older brothers and sisters who are going, but you know, when the day comes, they might get cold feet. So it's a really good idea to have these at home or have them in your classroom. And that brings me to, do you want to buy these books? And my thinking is that you want to buy these books. You want to be able to read them over and over again. You want to make sure that they're available to you when you need them. For instance, I have a list of books that I made that would be good for back to school read-alouds. There are 17 books on this list. I went to our local public library this morning, and this is no shade against the library, because hopefully these books are just checked out, but they didn't have any of these books on hand. These books about back to school are going to be very popular right now, so you want to make sure that you have your own copy so you know that you have them. So a couple of other books that I would suggest, the Laura Numeroff books, If You Take a Mouse to School. That is such an adorable book. Llama Llama Mrs. Mama. That's another great book that I would suggest, because it talks about the separation anxiety that kids might have when their moms leave them for the day. Froggy Goes to School is a popular one. Miss Kindergarten Gets Ready for Kindergarten. Cool Dog, School Dog, School Bus by Donald Cruz. There are 17 books on this list that I would highly recommend. There are tons more books out there about going to school, but these are the ones that would be at the top of my list and that I highly recommend that you go out and get for your classroom or your home library, or depending on where you teach or where you read to your kids. You want to make sure that you have these available, as I said. Can't say that enough. So I will link to my blog post about the books in the description box below this video. If you have any read-alouds that you would suggest that I add to my list, please do comment here on YouTube, go to my blog post and comment. You can come to our Facebook page and comment. I want this to be a community discussion, and that's about all I have to say, but thank you so much for watching my video. Like I always say, I don't edit my videos. I don't have time to learn how to do that right now, but hopefully one day I will. But thank you again for stopping by. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel because I do plan on having a lot more content coming through. So that's all for now. Thanks guys, bye.